pushing. Yo,
what's up with you?
what up with you? You're the dude on Instagram.
I am the dude on Instagram.
Yeah, okay, cool. I
Wait,
saw
you saw that?
Yeah.
Like the DeAndre Ayton crash out.
Yeah. I saw the DeAndre cash out. Yeah.
Bro, dude, I appreciate that, bro. Dude, that's like, bro, dude, because you don't have Instagram. So I was like, how'd you see that?
Nah, yeah, bro. I saw, yeah.
Dude, I've been on DeAndre Ayton for like 3 years at this point. Like ever since he, quit on the Suns. That's how I just put it. But I'm a Sixers guy. Unfortunately, I went to my first Sixers game yesterday.
Fortunately.
Yeah, against Detroit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you saw that. It's pretty rough.
Yeah.
My thing is like, because I think, bro, you made a video like 2 years ago, right, about like Joel Embiid, like he like ducks Jokic, and like with like the whole injury thing, like his whole injury history. My thing is, Joel Embiid has been failed by the worst organization in the NBA that hasn't put the requisite players around him. Like I could go like man for man, like with every player, like with James Harden, with Ben Simmons, with Tobias Harris. Like don't get me started on Tobias Harris. Like I just feel like outside of the Sacramento Kings, like Daryl Morey, Josh Harris, 76ers, like the worst run franchise in the NBA. Nick Nurse coaches like it's 2016. I just feel like the whole Joel Embiid, like it's all his fault. Like he's never healthy discourse is like a little extreme considering like everything around him. Like I like Maxi's out, VJ's like been in and out of the lineup last week. I just feel like the Embiid discourse is like a bit too much.
I agree. I think that it should be more nuanced, but at the core of it all, like at the end of the day, like Embiid also just doesn't stay healthy. Like that is a very kind of cut dry reality of what it is. I'm not saying that I also don't want to make it seem as if like he hasn't had any talent around him, but like, yeah, for sure. I don't think that they've maximized him correctly. I think going into almost every season, knowing that Embiid is going to deal with injuries, so you need a backup big. And I think the best one that they produce is Al Horford, and they overpaid him is the reality as well. Obviously, Tobias Harris and Ben Simmons was egregious. A couple of other pieces that I thought probably would have worked out better alongside with him, not letting Jimmy Butler stay and letting him go. All those things are true. I actually think that there's a lot of pieces on the roster right now, though, that are fine. I was actually semi-high on the Sixers early on this season, and as long as Embiid was able to kind of come back and he would look really, really good, then I didn't think that this would be as much as a lost season as people try to make it out to be, especially the way that Tyrese and VJ were playing. But also, like, as a Sixers and McCain, that was a dumb move. But also, it's like the reality of the Sixers is that they are kind of juggling the truth of the matter of like whatever happens beyond like these Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe seasons, like they also need to prepare themselves for that to just be the identity of the team, because the truth of the matter is like PG is obviously 35 and in Embiid he has the knees of a 37-year-old, so like it doesn't really even matter how great Embiid can play his ceilings. It's also just very important that he's available for when they need him the most. And I mean, they just go into postseason runs where he's not healthy. Like that's kind of like, even regardless of like the availability of other players and how they perform, everybody can play at their absolute best and they still wouldn't win if Embiid isn't healthy and available.
Yeah, I mean, that's a dude, like, since the MVP, like he's played 39, 19, and this season so far, like 33. Like he's never, like my thing was like trade him. I wanted him like trade like last year. We were going to actually move on for like a Bam Adebayo. I know it's like sounds crazy. He just dropped like 83. But I'd take a guy who can actually play like Zubac, like someone who can actually be on the floor. On some
so you would trade Embiid for Big Zoo?
I think, bro, Zubac played like this is the first thing like Zubac has actually like not like been out. Like I want someone that like actually is gonna play. And like
so you are willing to just throw it all away, just say,
bro, you just said it, bro. Tyrese and VJ, like the process, in my opinion, is like Ben Simmons, Tobias Harris, Matisse Thybulle, like Joel Embiid. Like, that's all done. It's over. Like Tyrese and VJ, like the future is now. It's like you really want to like build around these guys. Like, yeah, I'll get like a big who like maybe could like scratch all-star level once every few years, like Zubac. Like he's still like a really or Bam. You can play like you talked about like still like plays really good like two-way defense, like really good two-way player, can get boards. Like, yeah, I'll take a center. Like, you don't need like a Giannis or Embiid or Jokic. You just need someone that can like be available and give you like 15 and 8. Because Max is gonna give you like 30. VJ on a good night can give you 22 and 5. So my whole thing is like move off of Mida years like earlier rather than now where like he has no value. The teams know that he's like not gonna give you any minutes.
I'm not against it. I'm not opposed to it. I'll be honest with you. I'm not. But anything else, brother? Because I'm personally not opposed to that. I'm keeping it big.
Yeah, I think the main thing with me was like I'm still like a Joel Embiid fan. I just feel like some of the hate that he gets, especially from like people who don't like, bro, I know you feel about Stephen A. Smith. Like I honestly feel a lot of the same about Stephen A. Smith when it comes to like going at athletes like LeBron when it's like, bro, like you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Stephen A. Smith, I was like the hate that he gets or like unfair criticism. Like the same thing Stephen A. does with like Kawhi Leonard when he was making fun of Kawhi for like going into the building or whatever before game 2 last year. It was like they said he was fine after like his big game 1. And like 2 hours before, they're like, oh, he's actually not playing. So I like for me, it's like that should actually show that like they were actually trying to go, but they legit like can't. And yeah, the ducking versus Jokic, like, yeah, that's pretty suspicious. Like, I'll admit it, that's pretty suspicious. But I just feel like sometimes, like, the media, I was low-key venting, bro. I remember watching that video where you're like, Embiid just ducks Jokic. I was like hot. I was venting. I just feel like the media discourse around him gets too harsh.
I'll admit that was probably not the best video because especially like not too long after that, it was revealed that like, no, he's actually like dead ass like dealing with like severe injuries. And I do think that he doesn't get enough credit for just going out there and trying to play basketball. Even I think the whole 65 game rule is an overreaction to like a lot of things from Embiid and Kawhi, where those are two players that are just genuinely speaking not healthy and available. They just cannot play. But at the end of the day, I mean, he gotta play. But it sounds like you ready to move on, man. Big Zoo, man.
Big Zoo.
You're not gonna get Bam now. They definitely not trading Bam.
Bro, just anyone but DeAndre Ayton, bro. Like y'all can keep him. Like Lakers, y'all good. Okay. Let me get like anyone else that like can actually give you like minutes. That's been my whole thing. And people like go at me and hate me and call me a traitor. But I just want to win. You
will be with Embiid because he's on probably the worst contract in the league at this point. So
Paul George got that. We have 2 of the worst contracts in the NBA.
Yeah, name somebody else on your team. All right, man. Thank you, man. Thanks for the repost, too. Thanks for the repost.
Yeah, bro. Dude, wait, can I call you a friend of the show?
For sure. For sure.
For sure.
Appreciate you, bro.